So, Sarah, let's just boil it down for the folks who weren't in the courtroom to understand the legal question here, because it's actually quite simple. No matter how much razzle-dazzle, ugliness we're going to hear, they have to prove three things. The Depp team has to prove three things. First, was the op-ed published? And that's a big check mark. So they don't have to prove that. We know that. Second, that it was an actionable statement, which is that she knew it to be false when she went ahead and wrote it. And third, that there was intent, that she wanted to actually hurt his career. I see those second two as pretty darn tricky. You've really got to get inside her head. Is that going to be possible?
Well, I think it also depends on her testimony, right? To see how on cross-examination Depp's lawyers can bring out evidence of actual malice. And then, also Depp is not done testifying. But you're right, actual malice is necessary. And I disagree with Jim because I believe that number one, on the issue of damages, he's going to have to prove that there's a direct nexus between the gigs that he lost and this op-ed, that they weren't related to substance abuse or something else, and the 2016 allegations when they initially came out. But this is Depp's chance to take the stink off his name. Even if he doesn't prevail, I think this is his day in court. He was credible, he was composed, he was collected and calm, and I think that, his testimony was, pretty moving. And even the stuff that he said about his father and how his father treated his abusive mother, it was almost like he was describing himself in the marriage to Heard. So again, the outcome of this trial almost doesn't matter because it's his chance to clear his name. Of course, if he wins, then he collects the damages and that's a bigger win for him. But I think this is ultimately about his testimony and what we heard. We hadn't heard this before from him.
It's so interesting to hear you say that because it makes perfect sense. What you are saying truly does make sense.